The on-again, off-again spring flooding concerns are back on today. A couple of major storm systems are threatening to push several rivers over their banks. A few dozen homes have already been flooded in Manitoba. Heavy rains falling across the prairies tonight and in New Brunswick as well. Our Francis Silvaggio is watching the waters rise.
The water rushed in overnight. By morning, 35 homes in Petersfield, Manitoba were evacuated. An ice jam sent water spilling over the road, and the forecast could make things even worse.
I'm hoping that it doesn't rain. If that rain comes, who knows what's going to happen.
Flooding here is just a way of life, the price of owning a piece of the waterfront. In Belleville, Ontario, Brent Baines had just purchased his own piece of paradise. He never saw this coming.
6:30 on Sunday morning, I looked down my stairs and there was 5 feet of water in my basement rising. And then I ran outside and I saw the big hole in my wall.
Baines' home is just one of hundreds affected by flooding in the region. Water levels are dropping, but rain and snowmelt are adding additional threats. Premier Wynne surveyed the damage on Tuesday, but could offer little reassurance.
One of my concerns coming away from today is that there are people who need immediate assistance. And, I don't have an answer for that at this moment.
In New Brunswick, flooding has already caused millions of dollars in damage, and emergency officials say it may not be over yet.
The waterways are full, so there's not really a whole lot of room for anything. So we've got continued melt, we've got rain on the way, so that could lead to problems.
The scars from last year's flood are still clearly visible along riverbanks throughout southern Alberta. They act as a reminder of what could happen as provincial agencies prepare for what might. Work frantically continues to shore up damaged infrastructure and build up protection before Alberta's flood season officially arrives.
The timelines are tight, but we're working as hard as we can to get it done.
Rain in north and central Alberta has already set off watches for some river communities. Back in Manitoba, John Gulowich sympathizes as he deals with his fourth flood in just the last 5 years.
For 2 weeks out of the year, you're stressed out, but for the rest of the time, you got beautiful land. You can't, it's just the way it is.
Francis Silvaggio, Global News.